Hello YouTube, Salivate Metal here, and everything is numismatic. That is the title of this video. We're going to explore that term, numismatic, numismatist, and the like here, based off of the most popular definitions here on the internet from a couple of different sources here. We're going to explore it and exactly what it is to be a numismatist and what is numismatic. If we look here at dictionary.com, this definition is of or relating to the consisting of coins as an adjective here, metals, paper money, etc., relating to numismatic. Merriam-Webster defines numismatics as a study or collection of coins, tokens, and paper money, and sometimes related objects as metals. So quite interesting indeed. And then we go to a source, the American Numismatic Association here, and they have a frequently asked questions website, and they are a web page, and they have the term numismatic defined here, or numismatist defined as one who studies money in any of its forms. Numismatists often specialize in certain areas of numismatics such as coins, metals, and tokens or paper currency. There is no prerequisites to becoming a numismatist other than yearning for the knowledge of anything to do with money in any form. And that's key here. I emphasize the term metal and medallion because we can see here on Wikipedia, which is at one time was considered not a reliable source because anybody could edit Wikipedia. Just ask Weird Al Yankovic. But it's become somewhat of a good source nowadays, and has been verified and the like. But it talks about here in Wikipedia, numismatics is a specific scientific study of money and its history in all its varied forms. While numismatists are often characterized as studying coins, the discipline also includes the study of banknotes, stock certificates, metals, medallions, and tokens, often referred to as exonumia. So it's quite interesting indeed how broad that definition is of what is numismatic, what is numismatics, and what is a numismatist. So essentially anybody that collects or stores any kind of silver product or gold product is known as money is considered numismatic, because it's also objects, which would include silver bars in my view. It's quite interesting indeed. Wikipedia also has a great page here on numismatics and its history and the like. Quite interesting and fascinating for sure. But here in the modern age, especially in the advent of YouTube and the definitions, these terms have been thrown around, numismatist and numismatics. We've seen people use them in their channel names and the like, and it's not inaccurate. People think that, well, if you're a numismatist, you must have some sort of it's some grand title, but really it's a very broad definition. So based on my understanding of these definitions, anything, whether it be a 1909 VDBS, a Lincoln cent, which is made of copper, that is a numismatic coin, or a generic Buffalo copy silver round, or a sunshine minting 1 ounce silver bar. Any of those things are numismatic by the definitions that we see here. So then that begs the question, what about this term semi-numismatic? Well, that's something you probably have heard me talk about before, about whether or not something is semi-numismatic, and my view is, and even to this day, that something is either numismatic or it's not. And in this case, everything is numismatic if we collect it and it has value as money in any form. And we believe that silver and gold are money, whether or not there's a denomination associated with it or not. Just because it's sanctioned by a government does not necessarily strike its role as money if it can be used as a mode of exchange. So that begs the next question here, and I saw this article here on Provident Metals about bullion versus numismatic coins. And I think that's where this distinction of semi-numismatic kind of arrived, because most of us, we think of bullion as being just those hard assets that are valued for their intrinsic value. And well, yes, that's right, and that is a good distinction. But really, bullion, the article here talks about it being, and you can read this article on Provident Metals website, talking about bullion versus numismatic coins. Well, there's no versus; they're not against each other. Bullion falls under the category of numismatic, but so it's really bullion versus coins, probably, or better bullion is a term that's been thrown around some, and better bullion is that which holds a premium above and beyond its intrinsic, but that value floats along with the price of the spot price. So in other words, if a coin is trending for $10 above the bullion value, if spot price goes down a certain value, then that premium holds its dollar amount or its value floating along with the intrinsic value. So quite interesting indeed, the different variables there, but everything is numismatic from what I'm reading here. So post your thoughts below on what you think about these definitions and these words, and bullion and numismatic. I know that many of us here in the community today, we do make that distinction, but really, in the broadest definition, and even the most conservative definition of the word, everything we do when we collect is numismatic. So post again your thoughts below. I'd like to extend the multitude of gratitude you all for watching and encourage you to please rate, comment, and subscribe.